What's yours?
Yeah. This took us a while to kind of process and come up with, because like most things, like I'll start talking about something and, Roxanne's like, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you saying? You're talking in circles. It's like, okay, let's try to get something visual out of this to get my thought, what I'm thinking on paper. And similar to what everybody's talking about, it's like, I feel like a true blended process is that thoughtful combination of goals and resources, looking at what are we trying to do here? What's the intention, right? So it's like, you kind of have to start there. What's the intention? What do we want to do? What are we trying to do? And then looking at like, okay, so this is what we want to do. What kind of resources do we have for us to be able to accomplish this thing? All right. And then also in conjunction with that, you're looking at, okay, these are the resources. Now, what are the circumstances? Because if you have a resource, this is really cool, that's going to take 20 hours to, prepare. And you're like, well, this is due tomorrow. So throw that one out. We can't use that resource, even though it would be so much cooler. So you got to look at what are the circumstances that we're under right now. And then you take those things and say, okay, well, here's the plan. We heard somebody say earlier, hey, Robert was like, you need to have a plan in place. Make a plan for what you want to do, right? So then you have a plan. And then that last piece, that do review. Then you got to start doing it. Like sometimes we get so caught up in the planning process that, I was in I got something from the Sarah. I'm not a state authorization person. That stuff, I'm just like, I don't know what that's about. But they did talk about how it's like constantly been like this planning process forever. It's perpetual, right? So it's like, you have to start doing something, right? Start doing it. Even if you're like, this isn't feeling right, start doing it. And then you're reviewing as you're doing it and saying, okay, wait, what we once thought what our circumstance was, that we assessed that incorrectly. So let's fix this a little bit. Let's move this resource that we had, crappy resource. Throw it out. We're going to have to go back and look at a different way to do it, right? And so you're constantly kind of reassessing, but the most important part is this one right here, that intention. So when you do start to get lost and say, hey, something doesn't feel right here, that's usually a mental note to be like, wait, why were we doing this in the first place? That's why this isn't feeling right, because we're totally off track trying to make this resource work, or trying to make this circumstance fit how we want to see this play, or we're stepping back and saying, hey, what we once thought how this day should go, this week, this program, this project, must not be how it needs to go. So let's kind of look back at that.